can I see in the chat box where we're joining us from? Please, can you notify, can you signify in the chat box where you're joining us from? Okay, welcome Obalaji from K2, Innocent from Lagos, Mokose from Ikorodu. Welcome every single one of you to today's session. Now, today's session promises to be, a very, very exciting session and a very, very educative session. So I'd advise that we all get our writing materials, pay apt attention, because if you'd agree with me, the world now is more of technology. And as a business owner, you cannot afford to be left behind. And today we'll be talking about how to implement Agentic AI for your business, the 5 low-cost automations that you need for your business. So please, so today promises to be a very, very exciting session. But I'd like to ask that we start by 11:05. I can see that there are still more people joining. But while we wait, I'll be launching a poll on your screen. We'll need to get your feedback concerning this session. So please kindly fill the poll just before we start. I can see more people joining. Welcome everyone. Please, can I get a confirmation in the chat box? If you can see the poll that's been launched on your screen, please. I need confirmation. Please kindly fill this poll. Please kindly fill this poll. Your feedback is very important to us. Please kindly fill the poll that's been launched on your screen. Please, I need to get confirmation from all our participants that you can see the poll that's been launched on your screen. Hold on. Okay, so for those that can't see the poll, I'll be dropping the link to the poll in the chat box. But please, for those that have filled that can see the poll on their screen, please, it's very, very important that you please help us fill this poll. Your feedback is very important to us and we do not take it lightly. So please kindly fill the poll that's been launched on your screen. We need to get your feedback. We need to hear from you. We need to know. We need to find ways in which we can serve you better, because as Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, we are here for you. We are here for you as a business owner, as a resident of Lagos State. Our aim is to ensure that we do everything we can to put everything in place for us to serve you better. So please kindly fill the poll that's been launched on your screen. For those that are yet to see the poll, the link will be dropped in the chat box shortly. Okay, I can see that I'm getting confirmations from quite a few people saying they can't see the poll. So the link has been dropped in the chat box. Please kindly fill the poll. Please kindly click on the link. The link has been dropped in the chat box. You can click on the link so that you can fill the poll, because we need to get your feedback. Please kindly click on the link to fill the poll so we can get your feedback. Can we all see the link in the chat box? To those that are just joining us, welcome. Welcome to today's session. We'll be speaking on how to implement Agentic AI for MSMEs. The 5 different low-cost automations that you need as a business owner and how to implement it. So please, today promises to be a very, very insightful session. We'll be starting the session shortly, Innocent. We're starting the session shortly. We just need to get your feedback. We need you to please fill the call. I can see that more people have joined. The session, and we'll be starting now. So good morning, everyone. My name is Omotayo Akeomi. I'm the Business and Project Support Officer here at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. And here at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, we came into being through the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund Law of 2016. And one of the major aims of bringing us into being is to ensure that we help reduce the rate of unemployment in Lagos State. And you might ask, how do we do this? Now we do this through our various programs. We have we have our loan programs. We have our loan programs. We have our business and project support programs. We have our employability programs. We have our Lagos Innovate programs. And these are the various programs that we have on offer for you at the Lagos Development Trust. Now, under the loan programs, we have them in three different loan categories. We have the MES, which is the micro enterprise startup. We have the ME, which is the micro enterprise. We have the SME, the small and medium enterprise. So for those that have need for these loans, you can access if you fall under the micro enterprise startup, that is, you've acquired a skill, you'd like to start up your own business, but you are in need of funds to help start up your business. You can access between 50,000 to 250,000. Now, if you fall under the micro enterprise category, you can access between 50,000 to 500,000. Or if you fall under the SME category, you can access between 500 and 1,000 to 5 million naira. We operate a single digit a single digit interest rate, which is 9%. And you pay back, if you fall under the MES and the ME, you pay back within a year. If you fall under the SME, you pay back within 18 to 24 months. So these are the various loan categories that we have on offer here at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. Now, if you'd like to ask, if you'd like to apply for our loan programs, you can go into any local government that is close to you. We are in all 20 local governments in Lagos State. So you can have access to apply for our loans at any local government close to you. So you can walk into any of the 20 local governments close to you, and our officers will be on ground to attend to you and to help you apply for these loans. Now, if you would like to also benefit, we also have our business and project support unit. And here at the business and project support unit, what we do is we help provide access to capacity building opportunities, such as the masterclass that we're having today. We also have our various advisory sessions, which are divided into our tax advisory, we have our HR advisory, we have our marketing advisory, we have our risk advisory, our legal advisory, and we also have our financial advisory sessions. Now, these are the various advisory sessions that we have. We also have our master classes where we'll bring to you various topics, such as the one that we are having today. Now, we also have an opportunity to give business owners opportunities to exhibit, which we call our Access to Markets program. Here, we bring together various businesses and we give them a platform where they can exhibit their products. It could be in partnership with our partners, or it could be an LSTF themed Access to Market program. So you can be on the lookout because we'll be having one later this month. So please be on the lookout. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We are the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund on Instagram. We're Lagos State Employment Trust Fund on Instagram, on Facebook, on X, and on all the social media platforms that you can think of. You can find us right there. So please follow us on all the social media platforms. Turn on your post notification. Now, the reason for turning on your post notification is to ensure that you do not miss out on any of the programs that we have on offer for you here at the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. Now, for those that are just joining us, welcome. And we are going to be starting this session. We've started the session, so welcome to the session, but we have a poll that's been launched on your screen. Please kindly fill the poll. And if you're yet to see the poll, please kindly indicate in the chat box so that the link to the poll can be shared with you. So under the business and project support, we also, aside from our access to market programs and our master classes and our physical engagement sessions and capacity building sessions that we have, we also give business owners opportunities to register their business through our free business registration program. Aside from this, we also have our job hub, our beauty hubs and our fashion hubs, where if you know you are in the beauty space, you are into hairdressing and barbing, and you do not have like a space that you can call your home, where you can work from. You can walk into any of either our beauty hub. You can walk into our beauty hub and pay little money just to get the opportunity to work at a space that has every single equipment that you're looking for, as a beauty person. And if you're also in the fashion space and you do not have, or you don't have, you cannot afford your machines, or you cannot afford a space of your own, you can walk into our fashion hubs also, where you get the opportunity to have every single machine at your disposal. As a fashion designer, every single machine that you can think of is right there. It's been equipped. All you need to do is go in, pay just a token, and then you get the opportunity to use the space, um, to use the space as long as you intend to. So thank you so much, everyone. So we have here with us Mr. Babajide Ibayo, and he'll be taking us through today's session, and he'll be taking us through today's session. So Mr. Babajide Ibayo is an expert and is into everything that has to do with, you know, tech, everything has to do in the tech space. And Mr. Babajide will be taking us through today's session. So please, Mr. Babajide, you can please go ahead and take over the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Let's do a mic test first. If you can hear me, please let me know in the chat if I'm loud and clear. If you want me to turn up the volume or lower the volume, let me know quickly in the chat. How is everybody doing today? Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm a very shy person, but I'll turn on my video for a few minutes for you to see me, and then I'm going to turn it off because I'm a shy person. All right. Okay. So today we are going to be tackling the topic of agentic AI. All right. Agentic AI. Permit me to share my screen. Okay. Permit me to share my screen while we do this together. All right. Um, yep. Okay. Now, if you can see my screen, please let me know in the chat. If you can see my screen, let me know in the chat. Right? Fantastic. So you can hear me loud and clear and you can see my screen. Okay, so we're starting out from here. All right. Okay, so like I said, good morning. Welcome to today's masterclass. And as you've heard from Okay, today's masterclass has been organized by the Lagos State Employability Trust Fund, and my name is Babajide Ibiayo, and I'm an IT professional and digital skills educator. And today we're going to go, we're going to be talking about a massive opportunity for every business owner in Lagos, and that opportunity is called Agentic AI. Now, I know that word sounds very techy, but trust me, I'm going to break and demystify it for you in this session. Now, as we know, Lagos is a high hustle environment. Whether you are in Balogun Market, or you're in Computer Village, or Yaba, or maybe you are running an online boutique from Lekki, you know how hard it is to run daily operations and at the same time chase customers. Of course, because a business without new customers coming in is a business that is going to go drown the drain in a matter of time. All right. So, how do you run your daily operations and at the same time chase new customers? All right. So, today I'm going to be showing you how to set up 5 simple, free, low cost automated digital workers. All right. Yeah, digital workers. I mean, workers that will digitally work for you while you run around and do and focus on the core of your business, which is marketing and attracting new customers. All right. All right. So this will help manage your business. This digital things will help manage your business, respond to customers, and source leads even while you are asleep or stuck in third mainland? Well, okay, so I know that you've all heard about the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, but I just thought to say a little thing about it in this slide. And the key thing I want to point out here is that since the inception in 2016 of the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, the trust fund has created over 200,000 direct and indirect jobs, training tens of thousands of youths and disbursing over 10 billion naira to support small businesses. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that? Please give a thumbs up in the chat. I want to see thumbs ups in the chat. All right, um let me even check the chat briefly. So give me a minute. Yes, 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 yes. Please, let's give it to Lagos State Employability Trust Fund. They are the one that is sponsoring this webinar, and I am so proud to be part of it. All right, so let's get to work. Now, welcome again to this practical masterclass. All right, like I said, we're going to be showing 5 simple low-cost digital workers and how these digital workers can handle customers, generate leads, and free up hours of your day. So get ready to learn actionable steps that you can implement this week, even today, to reclaim time for your growth. All right, so we're going to be looking at the basics of agentic AI. Now, but before I say, I want in the chat, please quickly tell me if you quickly tell me what your idea of what agentic AI is. Does anybody have an idea? Do you have an idea what an agentic AI looks like or what it does? Does anybody have an idea? Anybody at all? Do you have an idea what agentic AI is? Anybody? If you have an idea, just give me a thumbs up. Yes, yes, fantastic. Make sales for my products even when I'm asleep. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm totally clueless about it. Don't worry. We'll work on that now. Yes, fantastic. Automating tax. Exactly, exactly. Now, yes, fantastic. I like the answers I'm getting. This is really nice. All right, we can skip the basics because most of what you have said is exactly true. It is true. All right. So let us demystify the tech jargon. All right. So what exactly is agentic AI? If you ask me, all right, I will tell you that you should think of a regular AI. You know, the regular AI we use, the Chat GPT, the natural language AIs that we use, Gemini, Chat GPT, Claude, and all that. All right. Think of them like calculator. You know, you enter maybe 2 plus 2 and it gives you 4. All right. Or maybe think of a traditional website chatbot. You know, those chatbots that, websites put with a tiny icon on the right side of the website below, where you can chat with a robot, something like that, and then it just gives you rigid answers. Okay. Now, that is the old school way. And it's not really that old school, but it's not old school. All right. Because the only replies that you get depends on the inputs that you give it. However, agentic AI is like hiring an intelligent apprentice. Instead of telling them how to click every single key, you give them a goal. Do you get because this is important for you to grasp. When you are working with an agentic AI, it's an intelligent assistant. So you don't tell it how to click, you just give it a goal. You say, well, you know what? check my email for inquiries. And when you do that, write a polite reply matching our price list. Then I want you to draft an invoice and then notify me on WhatsApp. Okay, the agent understands the goal. It understands what you want to do. Then independently on its own, it will plan the steps and execute them across your software. I don't know whether you understand this. Okay, so if you get what I just said now, give me a thumbs up. The agent is an intelligent apprentice. You tell it what you want to do, and you let it go about how it's going to execute it by itself. Make sense? All right. Okay. So let's move on. All right. So how does this work? Like I just told you, you give the agent an objective. The agent breaks it into steps, uses connectors, okay, like WordPress or make.com. Don't worry. Those are like orchestrating platform. We'll look at them later on in the training. Okay. And then you also give it tools that it should act on. All right. So agents can run 24/7 as digital workers. They can answer WhatsApp queries, update your Google Sheets, draft invoices, notify you, automating repeat work. Anything that you do repeatedly every day, okay, online or digitally, you can use an agent to automate it so that you can focus on growing sales. All right, so what are the benefits for medium scale enterprises? What are the benefits for MSMEs? Okay, the biggest benefits, in my opinion, is the time saved. Using AI agents saves you 80%, according to statistics. I'm not the one doing this. I just Googled these statistics. It saves you up to 80% of operational hours, and you add zero extra payroll for that duty. So rather than employing somebody to do repetitive work, you save that money, all right, while boosting your customer response speed, because the AI agent will do that thing faster, and therefore you can respond to your customers faster, all right? And then you can now implement small automations this week to increase sales consistency and focus on your strategic growth. Okay, all right, so how exactly do we implement automations? All right, that's our next slide. Okay, we said that we are going to show you five low-cost automation. But because of time, I will demonstrate just one. Okay, but I'll talk about the five possible ones. I'm sure we will have another webinar, okay, where we will go into demonstrating maybe each one of them. All right, but I'll talk about them. The very first low-cost one, and when I mean low cost, I'm talking that these are things you can do without spending, with 0 naira or almost 0 naira. All right, okay, yes. All right, the first is the WhatsApp sales agent. Okay, so you can set up a 24/7 WhatsApp sales agent. All right, oh, sorry, give me a minute, sorry. Okay, that will answer queries, check prices, do the routine work of your WhatsApp application. Okay, what you do with your WhatsApp business, you basically answer customer queries, okay, or you create an ad on social media and you automatically direct them to your WhatsApp business, or maybe you've created a group, all right? But you see, the question is that what happens if a customer messages you at 1 a.m. and the customer is asking, for instance, how much for this week? Or is this shoe still available? Okay, now you are asleep at that time. You're not at 1 a.m., you are asleep. You are not with your phone. Or even if you have an employee, he is probably asleep at that time. Okay, so now you can get the essence of why agents are important, because they don't sleep 24/7. So if the customer is asking, he wants an instant answer. All right. Now, if he asks at 1 a.m. and then you reply at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., maybe somebody they've already bought from your competitor. Okay. So it makes sense for you to be able to connect your WhatsApp business with a platform that helps you create agents, all right? Okay, or that acts as an interface for you to be able to make use of agents and connects it with your WhatsApp business, all right? And then you now have an agent that is able to work for you 24/7, okay? Now, look at this scenario, okay? The agent, I just want to show you before I show you the workflow, I just want you to understand that the agent has the ability to help you reduce lost sales, because I mean it will capture the leads that you're trying to generate if they are potential customers, and help you create order summaries for you, keeping your customers engaged round the clock. So there's no question of you try to reach out to my business, we didn't answer. Okay. So, but what is the infrastructure behind agents? I'm going to use this WhatsApp sales agent as an example. Now, this is an architectural diagram of how agent orchestration and automation is done behind the scenes. All right. I just want to show you the workflow. So, first of all, number one, there's a customer sends a message to your WhatsApp, to your business WhatsApp. Okay. That's number one, inbound text. Okay. Now, that message hits your WhatsApp business API. All right. Now, your WhatsApp business API is just an interface, all right, that responds to messages that hit your WhatsApp. Okay. Now, when that happens, okay, it triggers what we call a webhook. Now, that webhook is attached to your workflow automation center, which is the brain of the logic. Okay, this is where the logic of the automation takes place, in this workflow automation. And there are different platforms for that. The most popular one, I'm sure you must have heard, is N8N. That's a popular one. There's Make, there's BoatPress, all right? There are these different platforms. Don't worry, we will look at them, okay? But I just want you to understand the flow. So you have this platform where you can define and determine what happens to the message that hits your WhatsApp, okay? Where you define the logic, okay? Now, this same brain sends that requirement, all right, after it's been processed by your orchestration platform, it sends it to any of the AI engines, either OpenAI, ChatGPT, Claude, depending on the one you configure for it. In fact, you can configure multiple. And then the AI is the one that passes the intent, passes what's happening, the content, does the research, does everything, and creates a response. That response, okay, gets thrown back to the workflow automation platform, your orchestration platform. And then with that response, it's also able to query, maybe you have some inventory on your Google Sheets. It's able to interact with your Google Sheet, maybe to collect prices, Maybe the customer is asking for the price of a product. It will go to your Google Sheet, collect the prices, interact with the AI engine, and then after all it's done, it will now notify you that, okay, this order has been complete. We've sent the customer the prices, the customer has paid, and then it sends a summary to you, either by email, okay, or maybe Slack. And then it also generates an outbound response. That's number 5. All right. And then obviously sends it back to your WhatsApp Business API. And then finally, the customer is able to get a response on the same WhatsApp platform that he said. So basically, this is how all major agent orchestration works. Now, the platforms that you use to do it may be different, but basically, this is the workflow. Okay. There is always a point of entry. Now, it might be WhatsApp and it could be email. Okay. So the entry point could be any entry point that you require, where you're just using WhatsApp here for this. But this is even a little bit complex automation. But in some people's eyes, they will say it's simple. Okay, but let's move on. We're going to do a demonstration today, so you don't have to worry. Now, this is another type of automation, the social content engine, where you can use voice notes or bullet ideas to auto-generate polished posts, okay, and captions via make.com. Now, make.com, like I told you, is an AI agent orchestration platform, okay? So what happens is that the engine localizes tone, adds emojis, scheduled posts, and keeps your feed active during active visible hours, okay? Without you writing anything. You don't need to write anything, okay? It does it on its own, okay? So the AI will automatically polish the grammar, include localized warm language, put emojis. It's just as if it is you actually responding. The customer is not going to know any difference. I'm telling you, except maybe they will say your English has maybe, how come this person's English has improved like 10x? Well, don't mind me, but that is it. So that's for social content, a social media content engine. Automate all your social media interactions. Okay. Another very important one is the expense and inventory. Okay. Where you can do bookkeeping. Every business does bookkeeping. Okay. But where the agents and agentic AI comes in is when you are trying to automate your receipts and stock updates by connecting your POS to your WhatsApp and to your Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel, whichever one, Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel. Now, do you see that combination? For instance, if you own a small retail supermarket, all right, okay, it means that what this means is that you can have your AI agent provide the AI agent access to your POS, your WhatsApp, and your inventory Google Sheet. What happens is that it is able, when a sale is made in your POS, it is able to automatically generate and send receipts to the customer. So while the customer is paying and the payment is entered, the customer will just receive the receipts either on WhatsApp or by email immediately, because your agent has automated it. Now, at the same time, it will get a WhatsApp message. You will get a WhatsApp notification. And then your sheets, your inventory Excel sheets, where you store your sales for the day or your stock updates, gets updated automatically. All right. So the agent is able to help you categorize expenses. Okay. And it will also flag when your stock is low, it will flag it for you and then prepare simple reports, saving you time and preventing costly stockouts. Stockouts like maybe You don't know that this item is already low in stock and it's not even available, and yet it's in the system for sale. All right. Now I know that this is huge. You might say, Baba Jide, what are you talking about? Is this possible? I'm telling you, it is very possible, and you can do what I'm saying now without spending a dime. Yes, exactly. All right, let's move on. Okay, so this is the conclusion of the theory part of our distance. So, having said all this, I hope the Mr. Panel of Judges, my listeners, I have been able to convince you without any doubt that adopting agentic automation to turn routine work into reliable background processes is useful for you and your business. Okay, my advice is that you start simply. Maybe start with WhatsApp or Google Sheets and content engines that expand into finance and inventory, gradually freeing your time to grow revenue and strengthen customer relationships. Thank you so much for listening to the theories. I want to pause a bit before we go on into the demonstration part of this session to see and check if you have questions, and while I also prepare in the background our demo. All right. So if you have any questions about what I've just said, please let me see in the chat, and I'll try my best to answer a few before we go into the demo. And if you want to follow along with the demo, I will tell you what you need to do because you can follow on along in the demo. Also, I will also share to you links to the demo, practical demo handout so that you can replicate it after this training. All right. If necessary, I'll share that with you and also share this presentation. So if you have any questions, let me know. All right. In the chat while I prepare the demo. Thank you so much. All right. Any questions? Everyone, good morning. Any questions so far?
For anyone that has questions, you can please drop your questions in the Q&A box while Mr. Babajide prepares the demo. So please drop your questions in the Q&A box. And for those that are just joining us, welcome. Please, the link has been dropped in the chat box for you to fill the poll. Please kindly click on the link to fill the poll while we wait for Mr. Babajide to work on the demo. Thank you, everyone.
All right, everybody. Are you ready for the demo? We are if you're just joining, we are talking about agentic AI and how to use agentic AI to automate your business processes. All right. We've looked at the benefits of agentic AI, and we have noted that it is using agents, all right, can help save you 80% of your operational time. And that is a fact. And at zero added human resource cost. Okay, so you won't have to employ anybody to do these automations. You can do it yourself. And we've looked at 5 low-cost automations that is possible. We've looked at the WhatsApp automation. We've looked at social media content publishing automations. We've looked at inventory automations. We've looked at bookkeeping automations that is possible. All right. And now we are going to look at the 5th one, and I'm going to demo this. Now, this demo is a lead generation automation. I want to give you a background. You know that as a small business, you are always on the lookout for customers. Now, I don't know how you do that, but one of the things that you can do in 2026 to find customers in your niche, all right, is to do business searches on Google, all right, or use AI to do business searches, all right, to identify companies that are in your niche. For instance, if you are a website designer, or for instance, you want to check and search for companies, okay? And one of the best way to do that is to use AI to search for companies that are in a certain space and then check the output to see if they have website links or not. And I can guarantee you there are many who are operating businesses without websites. I'm telling you. So there's an opportunity. What about if you run a spa? Okay? If you run a spa or a beauty shop. So that's the idea. Now, when you get these leads, how do you automate your research? And you want to send them maybe an email, you get the leads, you have their email or their WhatsApp number, and you want to create a how do we call it? You want to create an engagement copy. Yes, an engagement text. Okay, because it's a cold, it's the lead is cold. You want to make it warm, so you want to generate a message to them. All right. Now, rather than overthinking this, you can have AI do that for you. That is what I want to demonstrate here now. Okay, and if you want to follow along, don't worry. If you can't follow along, I will have you will have the entire steps to do this. Okay, I'll post the link in chat after the training for you to see. But first of all, I just want you to pay attention. All the things you will need to be able to do this, I want you to see it now. So we're going to start with the demo. The demo starts with you having an Excel sheet or a Google sheet. I'm using a Google sheet here. All right. I'm using a Google sheet. Okay. Now, I hope everybody can see my screen. If you can see my screen, give me a thumbs up, please. Give me a thumbs up because I want to shoot right ahead and we can start the demo. All right. Can you see my screen? Can everybody see my screen, please?
Thumbs yes, up. We can see your screen, sir.
Fantastic. All right. So let us go on now. Okay. So I have this blank Google sheet right in front of me. All right. And we are going to fill it in with something you typically do. All right. So the first thing is let's fill here and fill in the, oh, let me make this bigger so that you can see what I'm typing. Hold on. Let's increase the font a little bit. And okay, so I hope this is clear. All right. Okay, so let's say we have um, a heading for the client business name. Okay. All right. And something for the industry. This potential client is the industry or niche. All right. And then the AI research brief. Okay. And let's see, the generated sales pitch. Now, this one, you are not doing it for it. This is your sales pitch. Let me just call it generated sales pitch. All right. So we have these 4 columns. All right. We have these 4 columns. Okay. So the first column is the client business name. All right. That's, you have a list of potential businesses. You've already generated it. All right. With AI, you know their name and you know their industry niche. All right. What you don't know, okay, is the research. You haven't done, you don't have extensive information about them. Okay. And you have not generated a sales pitch. Okay. And let's make this a sales pitch draft. All right. It's a draft actually. Now, the first 2 are your inputs. Client business name and industry are the inputs. This AI research brief is the job that you are going to send to your AI agent. The AI agent is going to do this one. The generated sales pitch is the job you are going to do, the AI is going to do. So the AI is going to do the ones in cell C and D for you. All right? Okay, so let us take examples. Let me say there's this company called Eco Wellness Spa. All right. Now, Eco Wellness Spa, they are in the what industry are they, sir, by the way? Beauty and wellness. Yes. Well, I think they're in the beauty and wellness industry. So let's give the AI also their location, and they are located in Lekki. All right, and it's Lekki phase 1. Okay, so this is where that business is located. All right, that business is located in Lekki phase 1. Okay, all right. So now we need to this is set up fine. The next thing we need to do now is connecting to an AI agent. Now, for that, we need an orchestration platform. Remember when I was showing you the workflow, all right, I mentioned something about orchestration platforms, all right? So we actually need an orchestration platform, okay? And by the way, I should have shown you this screen. Before we go, let me just show you this screen. I don't know, let me be sure that you can see it. All right. Okay. Just hold on. Give me a minute, please. I'll flip back, okay, to what we're doing. Okay, so yeah, okay, so this is the workflow of what I want to do now. All right, so there's a company, we just entered it. Okay, we put in the manual data entry inside Google Sheet interface. All right, the next part of it is that we are going to call the native app, the AI native app, okay? The orchestration, the AI orchestration, where we are going to use the AI agent, all right? And that one is going to connect to any of our natural language models, maybe ChatGPT, OpenAI, or Gemini. All right. So this is basically, and whatever we get from there flows down through the orchestration back into our Google Sheets where we are going to see it. Okay. So basically, this is the workflow. I just thought to quickly show that to you before we continue for the sake of people who are just joining us. All right. And okay, so let me change what I'm sharing. Okay, so to present the other screen. All right. Okay, so now you understand what is going on. Let's continue. So, guys, the next thing is that we need that orchestration platform. I want you to go to the extensions in your Google Sheets. Extensions. Remember, we said it is low cost. You don't need any money to do this. You are not paying anybody. All right. Go to your extensions on Google Sheets, and I want you to select Get Add-ons. All right. On your Google Sheet, select Get Add-ons. Can you see my screen? Is that what I'm presenting? Can you see what I'm presenting? Because I'm having a feeling that um, I'm not presenting. Oh, yes. Yes. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute. You are not. I'm not presenting the. Um, it should be this actually. Okay. Sorry. It should be this. All right. I'm sorry, guys. Let me start again. This is what you should be seeing. All right. And I hope you can see it. Yes. So I'm back to the Excel sheets. Okay. This is what you should be seeing. So what I'm saying is that now we need the orchestration platform, right? Where the agent is going to live. All right. The agent that we're going to use. So to get that agent, I want you to go to extensions, add-ons, and click get add-ons. All right. This is in your Google Sheets. All right. And then I want you to search for now what's that agent called? Please give me a minute. Yes, it is called GPT. Okay, GPT for sheets and docs, right? GPT for sheets and docs. So search for that. Yes, it's this one, this first one, this one with the green and the stars. All right, it's got 7 million plus downloads already and 4.8 stars. All right, so just click install and click continue. All right. Okay, so now guys, you can now, you need your Gmail. All right, so I'm going to use my Gmail to authorize this agent. Okay, so I'm signing in and I'm going to do select all and following the authorization process. All right, so now it is installed. Our agent is installed, and this shows us that we can find our agent, all right, as a Google Docs add-on. All right, so you just click done, and we're done, and we can close this. All right, so if we click here, we can see our add-on is here. All right, so we just do open, and it's already open on the side here for us. Okay, so this is your agent. As you can see, this is your agent. We haven't paid a dime for it. All right. However, your agent cannot work on its own. Remember, your agent is going to interface with a natural language model. Okay, or with a large language model, an LLM. and maybe ChatGPT or OpenAI or something. And for that, you need what we call an API key. All right? You need an API key. All right? So we're going to get an API key from OpenAI. All right? So let's flip to an empty Google screen and then let's go to OpenAI. Okay? And let's say OpenAI API key. All right? Let's just tap that. Okay, and once you'll see this thing called create an open AI API key. All right, now that API key is a key that allows you, all right, to authenticate or to authenticate you, all right, allows you to authenticate um with any of those AI models. Okay, okay, so now we're having a, oh my, sometimes this happens. Let me see what we can do because this, give me a minute because this always, this, um, we need that API key. I just want to, okay, I hope we'll be allowed to do this now. Um, let's do it again now. Okay, so OpenAI, create an OpenAI key. Otherwise, I might use another browser. If this doesn't work now, this Cloudflare thing. Oh, wow. I am human. Ah, what's going on? Oh? Guys, we're doing demo and they don't want us to get API key. What's up? Did they give them info? Eh? Okay, let's see. Mm, let me see. Which one can we use? Let's see. Let me try my other. Let's just try one more time. I mean, ah, okay, so we're being locked out. I don't know why this is happening, guys. Let me try the Gemini. Okay, Gemini API. Let's try Gemini. Okay, get an API key. Let's try Gemini. Okay. First, we might need to create a project. Let's see. Import, create a new project. Let's create a project. Let's call this my project. And let's create a project. What is this saying? Fail to create. Ha! Fail to create project. The request is suspicious. Please try again. Hmm. What is going on today? I have some projects here already. Okay, let me use this one. Okay, let me import this project because I have a project here. Let's just import this project. Okay, and then create an API key. Maybe we'll be able to use this API key. All right. Um, wow. Oh, guys, I don't know what we can do. This is really, really sad. Okay, let me check what other possibilities that we have. Have I lost connection? Can you hear me, guys? Because it's like I have lost connection.
Yes, we.
Okay, fine. Um, I can see some people in chat saying they are lost. Don't worry, you will have the video and the files. Don't worry, you will have the video. But let's try again. I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, getting an API key shouldn't be this, and I should have prepared that before coming to class. But and I did. I just said I didn't know it would take this Cloudflare thing is what I don't understand. Maybe I should change my source of internet. Okay, do you know what? Let me try and change my source of internet connection and pause for a while, all right? So that because this is not going to allow us, as long as this Cloudflare thing keeps putting us off, we're not going to be able to move forward. All right. So please, can I change my source of internet access for a minute? It might mean that I will not be on for a few minutes. All right. Is that okay?
Yes,
For the
sir. Yes, sir. We'll wait for you to rejoin.
okay, thank you. Thank you. Let me change my source of internet connection.
So while we're waiting for Mr. Babajide to rejoin the session, if you know you have questions, I know that there's some people that have dropped their questions in the Q&A box. You can please go ahead and drop your questions in the Q&A box. And for those that are yet to fill our poll, please kindly fill the poll. And if you can't find the poll on your screen, I will be dropping the link shortly. So please just click on the link. I've dropped the link to the poll in the chat box. So just kindly click on the link to fill the poll. Would like to hear from you. So Mr. Babajide will be joining us back shortly. Sarah Shikola, please can you try again? I don't know, probably maybe it's a network thing.
All right, all right. I'm sorry about that. But I have been able to get into the Open AI platform. All right. And um, we can now go ahead to get our API key. All right. So here I am inside the API, Open AI developer platform, or the Open AI platform. And what we need here is to be able to create a key. All right. So I'm just going to create that key, and I can give the key any name. I can just call it, you know, my key, and leave it as default project and say create secret key. All right. And I'm just going to copy that and click done. And then that's all I need. And we can now flip into our Excel sheet. All right. And we are going to add that API key to our agent. Okay. All right. We are going to add it to our agent. All right. Don't worry. I have the step by step of this. I'm going to share it with you. Okay. So that you can practice it on your own. Okay. It's very simple. Okay. So now this is our agent. All right. And what we've just done is gone to our to get the API key, which is the authentication key that will connect our agent to ChatGPT, for instance, okay, to the OpenAI platform, so that we can use the large language models there, okay, if you get what I mean. So that API key, okay, we are now going to put inside of the agents, okay. So probably, let's see, admin settings. Okay, so not here, not here. We need to get to the settings. Where is the setting? Am I missing it? Agent. We need to get to the settings. Um, Give me a minute. I think it should be here. Settings. API AI provider keys. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here. All right, we found it where the API keys is. And the one that we have the API for is OpenAI. So that key that I copied, we're going to paste it here. And then we'll check to verify. So the API key is valid. All right. The API key is valid. Where did that flip to? Give me a minute, sorry. Well, I think we have to do that again. Let me paste it again and check. It's valid, so we'll save it. All right. Okay, so now the API key is saved. Okay, so we're good. We've configured our agent. The API key is saved. Our agent is fine. So all that is left is to do the magic. Now comes the prompt. We are not going to write the prompt here. All right. We are going to write the prompt inside of this sheet cells, this spreadsheet cells, so that the AI agent can fill it in. Okay, if you get what I'm saying, we're going to write the prompt there. I've already prepared a prompt, okay, for the first one, and I'm going to show it to you and explain it. So I'll put it in Notepad. I want you to see the prompt first before I put it in. Okay, I want you to see the prompt first. Okay, so I'm going to put the prompt, and there are two of them. Okay, give me a minute. We're almost there. All right. Okay, and let me get the second prompt too. Okay, so that we'll just do it once and for all. Yes. Okay. Um, okay. So this is the prompt. Let me just put it here so that you can see it. All right. This is the prompt. Um, just make it bigger. Or no, that's too big. That's too. Okay, so this is the prompt. All right. So the first prompt, this one, okay, is going to come for the AI research brief. Now, what the AI is going to do is going to take this inputs, the company name and the industry, and is going to do a research for you. So this prompt says, create a short 3 sentence summary of what kind of services this business offers and their primary target audience in Lagos. Their primary target audience in Lagos. And take the input from cell A2, all right, and in the input in cell B2, industry. So whatever is in A2 is going to be here. So what is just saying is that their primary audience in Lagos, Eco Wellness, the name, Eco Wellness Spa, in the beauty and wellness Lekki Phase 1 industry. That's just what this is saying. Okay. So now, if I take this prompt, if I copy it, all right, and I paste it inside here, okay, in this cell, immediately, can you see it's loading? Immediately, the AI, all right, the AI does the research, and in seconds, it brings back something from that research. Let us wrap this thing a little bit so that we can read it. Look at the research it brought back. Isn't that crazy? Eco Wellness Spas offer a range of beauty and wellness services, including massages, facials, and body treatments. Their services are designed to promote relaxation, rejuvenation, and overall well-being. The primary target audience is health-conscious individuals and professionals in Lagos, especially those residing or working in Lekki Phase 1. This is the research. I didn't write it. This was generated. Okay, so now we know about the company. How do we generate a sales pitch to them? Very simple. That's where the second prompt comes in. So I'm going to take the second prompt again, all right? And I'm going to copy it, all right? Okay. And before I do that, let me just read what is there. It says, write a friendly, eye-converting 150-word sales email pitch. Now, this is a pitch that you can send by email. We are selling high-quality, long-lasting aroma diffusers and premium oils. Reference the client's specific business details from this research brief and make it to make it highly personalized. Okay, and of course, put it in C2. Okay, keep the tone professional but warm, suitable for a premium Lagos brand. All right, so let's copy this prompt, and I'm going to copy it. Guys, just watch. I'm going to copy it, and I'm just going to paste it inside here. Okay, let's wait for a minute. I have some error. Why is it internet? Okay, let's go. Let's see. All right. Now it's the agent is working. Fantastic. Now, guys, look at your email pitch. Can I close this for a minute? This is your email pitch. Okay. I don't know whether you can see my screen properly. Let's look at what it generated for your email. Okay. Let me format this cell. Let me just wrap it so that we can see everything and then make it a little big. Now, this is the email pitch, guys. Okay, this is the email pitch. Subject: unlock your team's full potential with our all-in-one solution. Okay, hi, first name. And believe you me, if we are giving the AI the first name, it will automatically fill it in here. But that's for another day. I just want you to show. It says, I hope this message finds you well. I wanted to share blah, 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 blah. So it gives you an email, okay? That's a sales pitch that you can send to your clients. Now, we've done it for one, okay? Let me remove this. What if we have hundreds of them? That's just what I want to ask. What if we have hundreds of such clients? What if you have 50 of such clients? I'll show you what you can do, why it scales, why this itself scales perfectly. Okay, let's try another. Let's try another company. Let me see. Can someone give me a company, or should I look for one myself? Let us try Yabatech Up, for instance. Okay. But if anybody has a company name that they want us to test, just to show you, it has to be a real company. I hope the company has, and then you can put it in chat and we can test. Okay, Yabatech Up, and the industry is cafe. All right, and all I'm going to do, guys, I'm not going to write anything. All I am going to do for Yabatech Up, let's add another one. Let's add another one. Let me add these guys that I buy groceries from. Ikeja, all right, Ikeja Organic, all right, they sell groceries. Okay, so let's try this too. Okay, guys, let's try this too. And that's the industry. Now we have two more. All I have to do, guys, is just pull this thing down. I don't have to type anything again. I don't have to type anything again. I'll just leave it for the agent to go and do its work. Now, guys, see, it has done the research for Yabatech Up. It's done the research already for Yabatech Up. It's done the research for Ikeja Organic. Now, what about the sales pitch for the two of them? Again, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to pull this down and let the agents go and do the work. There it goes. It's done it in seconds, guys. It did it in seconds. Now, can you imagine? What if I have a list of 50, 60 potential clients? That means that in less than 5 minutes, I can generate sales pitch. My agent will generate sales pitch for these 50 to 100 potential leads. All right, in less than 5 minutes. guys, that is the scalability. This, what I've just demonstrated here, even if it's only this one you know how to do, all you just need to do now is copy and paste this in an email and send it away. But even that process of copying and pasting an email, you can automate it with the agents. These same agents can access your email, take what is here and paste it, compose an email for you and send it without you doing anything. That is my demo. This is what I want to show you. This is the simplest of automations that you can do today to start to improve your workflow. Already the benefit of this one is obvious. Okay, so I rest my case. If anybody has questions, I'm going to take questions now, all right, from the chat and try and answer them. If you have any questions, if you don't understand what I've just done here, if it looks like magic, don't worry. I will take questions, and I don't know how much time we have left, and I will try and explain. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Babajide. I'm very sure our participants can agree with me that this has been a very, very educative and insightful session. I have some questions that were asked earlier, but I want to believe that has been answered with the demonstration that you've done. Because I have one here saying, how do we implement this agentic AI, which I think you've just taken us through. I have another question that says, I want to find out if it does automation to financial statements.
To financial statements, yes.
Yes.
Yes, to financial statements. If your financial statements is in an Excel sheet, or you can, or a CSV file, or your financial statement is in any kind of spreadsheet, yes, you can use this agent to do your automations. The same agent that we have used here.
Okay. I think there's another question here that says, what are or is the app that is needed to implement agentic AI?
Okay, so basically you need three components basically to implement any agentic AI. All right, you need your input source, okay, or your input application. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, then you need an agent creation platform. Okay, now it could be something as simple as the one that we have used here, which is an add-on. Okay, if you look at my screen, this is an add-on. Okay, the agent orchestration platform that we're using here is an add-on. Okay, is an extension to the Google Sheets. Okay, but there are platforms that are independent where you can create multiple agents, as many agents as you like, or even create one agent for human resources, one agent for your account, one agent for your accounting as an accountant, one agent as a market researcher. Okay, so we have those platforms. Okay, but that's the second component you need. You need an agent orchestration platform. The third component that you will need is the natural language process model, the large language model, the LLMs, which would be your ChatGPT or your Gemini or your Claude or any AI agent. Now, the thing with that is that each of those platforms that provide you models, AI models that you are going to connect to, that your agent is going to connect to. Remember, your agent is just a digital form of of a worker, of you, it needs tools to work. So it is your job to provide it the tools it needs. So one of those tools is the is access to um, digital, programmatic access to your to an AI model. Okay, so like OpenAI or Gemini. So to do that, you are going to go and create an API key, just like we did here. Okay, you're going to go and create an API key, get an API key from any of your models, OpenAI, Perplexity, Anthropic, Gemini, DeepSeek, anyone, okay, that the agent supports. Okay, so you get the API key. So those are the three major components you need. And I'll say it again, you need your input application, you need your agent orchestration platform, okay, or application, and you need an API key to a an AI model. Those are the three things that you need generally to be able to create and use agents to automate. Okay, so orchestration platforms are many. For instance, you can some of the free ones, some of the ones that give you generous free ones include make.ai. I'll send all this. I'll send make. I think it's make.ai or make.com. I think I'm not sure. Let's see. I think it's make.com. And then there is also WordPress. WordPress. Okay, you can use WordPress. WordPress too is quite, yeah, as you can see, WordPress, you can see it says enterprise grade AI agent platforms. Okay, now these guys give you really generous free tier. Okay, they give you generous free tiers. So WordPress, if you want to use, create multiple agents, you can use WordPress and make.com. Okay, like this one too, make.ai. So you can use this, all right, and you can also use N8N. All right, this is quite popular for automations. N8N, workflow automations, if you like. It's it's popular. You can create AI agents to automate your workflow. Okay, this is very popular. And there's one other one that we shouldn't leave out. Um, what is it now? And WordPress. Hmm, skip my mind now. That's so sad. But generally, okay, you can use these guys to do your automations, to create your agents, all right? And but the one we have used here in this demo, because we said low cost, we don't want to spend any money, is an add-ons to your Google Sheets. So I suggest that you start from here, all right? Okay, by using AI agents that are already integrated for you with your application, okay, like this spreadsheet application. I hope that answers your questions. Any more questions? Oh, by the way, let me share the can I share the link to the resources for this webinar? Can I share the link to the resources to this webinar in the chat? Okay, so I've copied that. Okay, so this is the link to the resources of the webinar. Okay, this is what you will find inside. Okay, if I can show you, you're going to find the presentation, the Agentic AI presentation, the demo, the instructions for the demo, and I also created a little handout for you, all right, inside of the link that I have shared, okay? And then this demo that we have done, this current demo, the Excel sheet, this is it, all right? So you also have access to this, okay? So you can download, okay, and the resources that for this webinar, okay. So the presentation is here, the and you will also get the recordings after this session, okay. So I think that should be enough for you to go practice on your own. I have step-by-step instructions in the handout, and the demo itself that I demonstrated for you here has got step-by-step instructions, okay, of everything we just did, including the prompts, okay, of everything we just did. I suggest that you replicate it yourself. And in the handout, you also get a summary of what we have just done. Okay, guys, that's about it. Let me check if there are any questions. You can't see the link. Okay, let me post the link again. Let me post the link to the resources again. I think I need to get that again from here. Let's see. It's this one. Share, copy link. So I'm going to copy it and paste it here again. Okay, so that's the link to the resources.
Okay, so
Yes.
thank you, Mr. Babajide. I think I still have a question here in the
Okay.
Q&A box. So
Okay.
I'm having a question that says, I'm in a line of business where, for instance, I belong to at least 40 WhatsApp groups. What do we do on these groups? Um, we make requests for items and also post items for sale. I've tried at some point to populate the most requested items so I can focus on supplying them. Is there an AI that can go through all the chats and summarize most requested or most in demand items?
Oh, yes, of course. Yes. Yes. Of course. There's you can build an agent that will do that for you. All right. You can build an agent that will go through the chat conversations and send you a summary. Okay. But if you want to do it manually, this is what I suggest you do. I want you go to the group and copy the conversations or the request or the content of whatever is in your group. All right. In each of those groups. And then you open a an AI model like, say, Gemini or ChatGPT, and then you paste that piece of text. Okay, if you like, you can put it in a PDF, or you PDF them, or you just paste that piece of text into the AI, all right, and with a single prompt, summarize this conversation and extract for me the most wanted products, or give me the list of products in order of importance or priority, and then you will get a response. Now, that is the manual way, because you have to go to the WhatsApp, copy the conversations, put it into the LLM, and then ask it to generate the response that you want. So this is where the agent comes in. Rather than doing that for 40 groups, why don't you just build an agent? You can come to those platforms that I mentioned, either BotPress or Make, all right? And build an agent that will interact with the WhatsApp API, okay, you will give it the authority, you give that agent the authority to access your WhatsApp group, and it will, or your all the WhatsApp groups that you want it to access, you give it that, and it will extract all those conversations and pass it to the LLM, just like you did manually. All right, and the LLM will do what the agent asks it to do, and it will send the response back to the agent, and the agent will either send that response to you by email or whatever communication means that you have given it access to. All right. So, but if you want more details about these processes, well, you can get in touch with them. This thing, they can reach out to me, and I might be able to do you a step by step. Okay. But that it is possible for you to do that, and you don't even have to pay anything, because most of these WhatsApp interactions come free, except the volume of what you want to do is really large before you now start paying for tokens. I hope that answers your question. Well, if you can't see the link, the organizers will send you the link. All right, I'm sure everybody that has joined, they will send the link, because I just posted the link to the resources again. And I don't know why some people can't see it, but I will copy it again one more time. The folder has got everything you need to be able to reproduce what we did in class, the demo and the presentation and everything, so you can have it. All right, I've just posted the link again. Any other questions? Okay, I don't know why the link is not showing, but I will ask, yes, I will ask LSTF to provide you access to the resources. Okay, I will share the link with them, and they will be able to share it with you. All right, so that you can have access to the not only the video but the class and webinar resources. Okay, post to everyone. Okay, let me see. Oh, all right. Sorry, you are right. Can you imagine? Okay, I just posted to everyone. Can you see it? Can you see it? I just posted to everyone. All right. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. If you have any more questions, yes, I want you to immediately try and replicate what we've just done in the demo class today. Practice it yourself. This is just the beginning. I'm sure LSETF, we will do more advanced training on agentic AI going forward. And I wish everyone the best in their businesses. And remember, always try to automate what you do repeatedly, so that you can have time for the core of your business, which is seeking out new customers and marketing your business. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much, Mr. Babajide, for such an insightful session. Apologies that we can't take all the questions that we have here, but you can reach out. I'm sure Mr. Babajide can maybe drop somewhere where they can reach you on if they have more questions, but would also ensure that we'll bring another version of this training, so that we can have more on this particular training, because I can see that it's quite broad. I can't just finish it in just one session. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for today's session. And please follow us on all our social media platforms, and look forward to you know more of other sessions I will be having this month of June. So we have a whole lot for you in this month of June. Thank you so much, Mr. Babajide, and we look forward to having you on our next session. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and
Thank
do enjoy the
you.
rest of your day. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank
Babajide.
you.